But before I get into the actual steps that you need to take, let me just quickly give you an insight into how this side hustle works. So as we can see, we've got this site over here. It's a super simple Shopify website that any of you are going to be able to build. And I'm going to show you how you can do it in the easiest way. As we can see, they clearly focus on selling pet related products, specifically when it comes to cats. So they've got around 10 physical products in their store for sale right now. But what they've also got are these digital products, mainly ebooks, that they're selling to the cat owners that are landing on their store for around $20. The reason why setting up a Shopify store like this is really smart is because they're going to be able to drop ship these products that you can see. They're not going to have to pick, pack and ship them out. But in addition to that, they're also going to be able to upsell these different digital products that is going to be 100% profit. And you're probably thinking to yourself right now, but Sam, on the surface, it looks like, they might be doing well, but how do we know that they're actually making money? Well, if I just go over to this tool over here called Zeek Analytics, I'm going to paste the URL of the store in there just like that. And right there, we can see that in the last month alone, they've been able to bring in basically $100,000 in revenue. And we can see the individual amounts that they're bringing in for each product if we just scroll down over here. So I believe this to be one of the best types of side hustles that will be perfect for any beginner, because you don't need a big budget when it comes to getting started. You're going to be able to use AI to help you with various different parts of the process. And it's something that you're going to be able to do if you're working a full-time job, you're a full-time student, or you're a full-time parent. Now, there is one thing that I do want to show you before I get into any of the steps that you need to know. The reason why I believe that this store has been really successful, and the reason why I've been able to scale stores like this to $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 and beyond, is mainly due to the fact that they are building up an email list in the background. And what I mean by that is, as we can see, if you just scroll on their website, there's this pop-up that appears that is asking for the visitor's email address. The reason why this is a powerful thing to do is because if you're able to build up an email list of people that you know are interested in a particular type of product, you're going to be able to contact those people, once a week, offering the products that you're selling, both the physical products and the digital products, which is going to put you in a position of being able to have your own database of customers whenever you want. Again, email marketing is one of the most underrated ways of being able to capitalize from the internet, because imagine if you have a pop-up like this and someone enters their email address. I'm just going to show you exactly how it works in the back end and the type of email that I'm going to receive. So I'm just going to put my email in there and then click on continue. Okay, perfect. So this is the email that I was able to receive. As we can see, this is what it looks like. And the reason why this is really useful is because you're going to be able to send a very similar email yourself. And you're also going to be able to offer a discount and let them know about the different products that you've got in your store. And this is just the welcome email as well. You're going to be able to send follow-up emails. You're going to be able to send various different coupon codes. And again, this is what I believe to be one of the best side hustles to start, and the tool that you're going to be able to use when it comes to capitalizing from email marketing is going to be OmniSend. So I'm going to get into that in a moment. I'm going to break it down. But of course, if you're a complete beginner, one of the first steps that you're going to need to take is that you're going to need to build your store. Now, I'm going to briefly go through it, but you're going to be able to get your store built really, really quick by using this AI store builder. I'm going to leave it linked in the description down below. Just make sure that when you click that link, you click on build my free store. If you're someone that's not really sure about what type of store you want to build or what type of products you want to sell, this is a very handy tool because you can select whatever niche that you want to move forward with. In this case, I'm going to build a pet store, and you just need to simply follow through the process. Make sure that you follow every step accurately. Again, you're not going to have to pay anything. It's going to be able to get your store fully built and loaded with winning products. And it's also going to come with a 3-month Shopify trial. Everything is integrated directly into the store builder, so you don't need to go elsewhere. Just make sure that you follow the steps as best as possible. But here is a store that I was able to build not too long ago. As we can see, everything is ready for me to start selling. Now, it's important for you to know that when you get to this point, you do need to go through the back-end stuff on Shopify. For example, purchasing your domain, making sure that you've set up Shopify payments, connected your PayPal account, so that you can receive your money. There's going to be some other things that you need to do as well, and I've got a completely free Shopify checklist in my description down below. But once you've completed all of that, you've got all of your products loaded, you've also made your digital product using something like ChatGPT and Canva. I would say one of the next things that you need to do from this point, which is really important and it's something that you don't want to forget, is to set up your email pop-up. The reason why I say that you should do it ASAP is because you don't want to start driving traffic to your store. You're going to get maybe 10, 20 people on your first couple days, maybe 1,000 people within your first couple weeks. And all of those people that came through your store, you didn't collect their email address for you to remarket to them. So I always advise beginners to make sure that they set up their email marketing straight away. It's completely free for you to do. You're going to be able to set up the automations, set it and forget it, and kind of move on to driving traffic onto your store so that you can start generating sales. And as I mentioned before, the way that you're going to set up the pop-up on your new dropshipping store for you to start building up your email list is going to be with OmniSend. So I'm going to leave a completely free trial link in my description down below. You're going to be able to use it, when it comes to getting started. You're going to be able to use it when it comes to building up a certain amount of contacts. So all you need to do once you've clicked that link is click on Start Now. As you can see right here, you're going to be able to start using OmniSend for completely free with no credit card needed. So you got all of these different options when it comes to signing up, but in this case, I'm just going to sign up using Shopify. If you're following along with what I'm doing, once you've done that and you've gotten to this point, what you now need to do is click on Install. And after that, it should now take you to your OmniSend dashboard. So it's going to be within here that you're going to set up your email pop-up. And the way in which you're going to do that is that you're going to come over here to where it says Forms. Then what you can do is come over to where it says View Other Form Types. So if I just click on that, there's all of these different types of pop-ups that you're going to be able to select. You're also going to be able to customize them in whatever way that you want. So just come over to this page, have a look at whatever stands out to you. If I just come over to this one, this is one that I'm just going to use as an example when it comes to showing you how you can customize whatever pop-up that you found that you want to use on your Shopify store. So what I'm going to do is just head over to Pexels. Pexels is a place where you can get copyright-free images. And because the Shopify dropshipping store that I'm working on is a cat store, I'm just going to type in cat and pick one of these images. The one that I'm going to pick is this one over here. You're going to be able to download it directly to your desktop. I've already done that. So I'm just going to click on replace and upload the new image. Okay, so that looks perfect. It looks good enough for the example that we're working with today. From here, the visitor is going to enter their first name and their email address. Everything is already laid out as it should, and everything is going to be organized in the back end as it should if you're using something like OmniSend. And one tip that I want to give you is that whenever you're using an email pop-up to incentivize the person to give you their email address, I would say try and offer some sort of a discount. So I'm just going to type in, how does 10% off your first order sound? So with OmniSend, you're going to be able to see how the pop-up is going to look. You're also going to be able to see how the next page after the person enters their email address is also going to look as well. If you want to make any changes on this success page, you're going to be able to do that. The same thing goes if the person is already subscribed to your email list, you're going to be able to make changes to this one as well. And if you want to add any other options when it comes to, the next step or any pages that's going to happen after the person inserts their email address, you've got complete flexibility. So this is basically how the pop-up side of things work. You can also, make changes to the actual email that they're going to receive. So when the person enters their email address, they're of course going to receive a thank you email, and you're going to be able to use OmniSend when it comes to customizing that as well. But for now, let me quickly show you how the pop-up is going to look on my dropshipping store. So I'm just going to click on enable form. Then it's going to be over here where you're going to be able to select the coupon code that is going to be emailed directly to the person. So of course, in this case, it's going to be 10%. So I'm just going to click on start workflow. So that should all be set up. So let me just go back onto the home page on my dropshipping store, and I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm also going to refresh the page. Okay, perfect. So as we can see, the pop-up has now appeared. So of course you want to make sure that the pop-up is, the same color code or color scheme as your website. I've only done this just to kind of illustrate how all of this stuff works. But when someone lands on my site, they're looking at all of these different products that I'm selling. Not every single person is going to buy straight away. So when they see that they can get the opportunity of being able to get 10% off, most people are going to instantly enter their first name and their email address. They're going to get added to a database, and it's going to be within the back end of OmniSend where I'm going to be able to now start sending emails out to them. I'm going to be able to automate everything. But let me quickly show you how the email is going to look once the person does enter their email address for them to get the 10% discount. And there we go. Within a few seconds, the email was sent directly into my email inbox. Everything looks professional. It's got my logo, it's got the welcome message, and it's also got the 10% discount code as well. Whenever people tell me, Sam, dropshipping doesn't work, I've tried everything. If they was to build an email list like this, I'm sure that they would see a little bit more success, because being able to have direct access to people 24/7, 365 days a year is definitely going to increase your conversion rate. And don't forget that if you wanted to make any changes to the welcome email that's going to be sent, all you need to do is just go back over to your OmniSend account, and it's going to be within here that you're going to be able to customize it in any way that you want. Now, the main purpose for today's video was to give you some insight into, different ways that you can start making money when it comes to building your own store. The reason why I teach these methods so much is because you're going to be able to essentially build up multiple different digital assets that you can sell in the future. Not only are you going to be able to build up your Shopify dropshipping store and sell it if you want to, but you're also going to be able to sell the email list that's going to go alongside the store as well. This is what I've been doing over the past few years anyway. I've been putting a lot of energy when it comes to building up these e-commerce businesses, because I'm able to make a monthly income from them. An income that's essentially allowed me to quit my 9-to-5 job, travel around the world to various different amazing locations, and I've also been in positions where I've been able to sell these different e-com brands as well. And I would say at the time of me making this video, doing the dropshipping method in combination with email marketing is going to be one of the best ways to build an online business. Now, for any of you out there that are confused on the actual business model and how it works, I've just got a couple steps as to what goes into it so that everyone that's watching this video is going to be on the same page. Now, the way that it's going to work is that initially you're going to build your dropshipping website and list it with products like I showed you earlier. From there, what you're going to do is drive traffic to your store. This could be done using Instagram, TikTok. You can use Google Shopping as well. From there, what you're going to do is collect all of your visitors' email addresses. That's been the main theme of this video, showing you what you need to do when it comes to putting a pop-up on your dropshipping store so that you can collect the email addresses, not just for the customers, but for the people that haven't bought from you too. The goal with that is that you can send out emails to them and turn them into customers. From there, you're going to get people buying from you. Once the customer buys from you, that's when you're going to send the customer a confirmation email. The reason why you want to send the customer a email straight away is because you want them to know that they haven't been scammed. You want to instantly use some sort of automation when it comes to informing the customer of what they purchased and information of when they're going to receive it. But once the customer has purchased from you, from there, what you're going to do is take a portion of that money and go and buy the product from your supplier. So that's the good thing about the dropshipping method, is that you don't need to buy inventory up front. You're going to buy the product every single time that you make a sale. And there's going to be a difference between the amount that the customer gave you and how much the product cost. That's going to be your profit. But once you've now bought the product from your supplier, from there, what you're going to do is send the information to your supplier using some sort of automation software like AutoDS, so that your supplier can ship the order directly to your customer. From there, you're now going to update the customer with the tracking information, and hopefully from that point, the customer is going to receive the order and they're going to be completely happy. But this is basically what goes into the entire process. There's some other steps that goes into it, but I just wanted to give you a general overview. Now, if you wanted to sign up to a completely free course where I'm going to be able to spend a little bit more time going through the ins and outs, I'm going to leave that free course link down below. It should be the top link in the description. And if you wanted to watch another YouTube video where I go through some other elements of getting started with this side hustle, I'm going to leave that video right there. Be sure to watch that straight after this, because it's already helped out so many people. I've gotten so many messages from you guys that have been able to benefit from it, so I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. But other than that, I'll catch you in that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.